Trump versus Biden. Who's going to win the 2024 US elections? Yeah! I mean, who do I support here? Do you support Donald Trump, who has got so many charges in the pipeline against him, he might be ruling America in prison? Or you can go for the senile old gentleman who doesn't even know which way he's walking and should be in a retirement home. But like all good tyrants, he will cling on to power as long as possible and in the end just get someone else to do it for him. Welcome back to Just Jake. I'm Jake. If you haven't subscribed already, do so.
Whatever.
Who doesn't need subscribers? And if you like the video, do like the video and share it, etc, etc. Welcome back to today's video. Today's video is called Trump versus Biden. Who will win? Who will win? That is the question. As the United States elections, the US general elections gears up for, was it November 2024, inaugurated in January 2025? The political landscape is heating up, people, with both familiar and new faces. But don't worry, folks, those new faces haven't got a chance when it comes to the old faces, or really old faces, in the case of Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It was always going to be a rematch. People have never let go of Trump. It's not as if, I don't know how I'm saying this, but it's not as if Trump betrayed the people in the way that Boris Johnson betrayed the people with Partygate and then carried on lying about. Well, is that what he's doing? Donald Trump is just a league above Boris Johnson, okay? He's got so many charges against him, but he just becomes a martyr. People love him even more. Whereas Boris Johnson, in England particularly, once it's done, it's done. You don't lie and go back. Donald Trump's like, not only did I kind of lie to you all about saying that the elections were fixed and hacked and rigged, but I'm going to carry on this lie, or what he believes is the fact, and run again. And it's working. At the time of recording this video, there was a primary in, I think, New Hampshire happening tonight, and he's projected to just completely trounce it. He completely trounced Iowa, because he is more popular than ever and is against a senile old man who should be in a retirement home. In this video, we are going to delve into the key factors that could determine the outcome of the election between former President Donald Trump and the incumbent Joe Biden. So we've already had the Iowa Republican caucus on the 15th of January, and the New Hampshire primary, the recording of this video, will have happened tonight, where he is projected to win on January the 23rd. These contests, along with Super Tuesday in March, will shape the delegate count, essentially, leading up to the party conventions in July and August. Basically, they're choosing their tickets, people, and we all know Donald Trump is going to be the Republican candidate, and we all know that Joe Biden is going to be the Democrat candidate, because you don't challenge the current president, especially when the current president is a Democrat. So you won't see the Democrats going, yeah, we're going to put out a massive campaign against our own president. It doesn't work like that. In 538 polling aggregates, former President Donald Trump is way ahead in the National Republican primary polls with 61%, followed by Ron DeSantis at 12.2%. I believe he's dropped out already. And Nikki Haley at 11.3%. Trump is also dominant in Iowa with 46.7%, followed by DeSantis at 19.6% and Haley at 15%. Now, if the election results reflect these national polls, Trump will win a huge majority of delegates. On the Democrat side, no prominent Democrat has challenged Joe Biden so far. President Biden has 65.8% nationally, with Marianne Williamson on 7.6% and Dean Phillips on 5.4%. Trump is leading in all general polls throughout the entire country. You've got to take a note of that. So obviously in the present general election, there are 538 electoral votes and it takes 270 to win. Votes are assigned to states as some of their House seats, population base, and senators, always 2 for each state. Trump won the 2016 election, despite losing the national popular vote by 2.1%. In 2020, Biden won the popular vote by 4.5%, but only won the state that gave him over 270 EVs by 0.6. It's likely that Trump will benefit from the skew in the electoral votes. Let's talk about their popularity ratings. Biden's national ratings are 55.6% disapprove, 38.3 approve, net 17.3. His ratings have been sliding since March when he was at net minus 7.3. Trump's ratings are at 52.3 unfavourable, 42.3 favourable, net minus 9.9. His ratings have improved since August when he was at minus 18.3. Biden trails Trump by low to mid single digits in most national polls, and this doesn't factor in the likely electoral vote skew. Trump's margin over Biden increases slightly when third-party candidates are included. And by the general election, Biden will be almost 82 and Trump 78. It can be argued that they should both be in care homes, that they are both too old and that we need to make way for a younger generation of candidates. They just can't do it. They just can't do it. All it takes is a populism figure like Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, to come around to these polls and pre-election debates and say the right words, the correct bywords, the correct buzzwords, and people just vote for them. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked, and that is where the power base of Donald Trump comes from. Can Biden recover from these polls? Can Biden recover in time to potentially win the next American election, which I'm pretty sure he will concede to his vice president anyway, because he'll be nearly dead. Right, there are nearly 11 months before the general election. Economic pessimism may be lifted if there are more months where real wages increase substantially, and it should help Biden if it occurs. But Trump faces 4 separate court trials over alleged election interference after the 2020 election federally and in Georgia, wrongful retention of classified documents after leaving office, and hush money payments to a porn star. Even if he is convicted, Trump can still run for president. That's the difference between America and Britain, folks. Even if you are slightly accused of something in the UK, your career's finished. In the US, add it to your CV. You can still run for president, but a conviction may hurt Donald Trump standing in the polls. I don't think so. If Trump won, he could pardon himself of federal charges, but not of the Georgia election interference charges or the hush money charges. This is a New York State case. So even if Donald Trump was in prison, he could still become president and he could wipe most of his charges away. You couldn't make it up. Okay, so let me know what you think. Do you think that Donald Trump can win the next US election? Do you think Joe Biden can win the next US? Honestly, if Joe Biden wins the next US election, I will renounce my citizenship. It's unbelievable. How can a man who doesn't even walk the right way, he's clearly not in charge of the country, he's clearly so senile that he's not in charge of the country. Now is the time for Donald Trump to come back. He's got such a weak opponent and such a popular power base. I reckon he's going to win this. I genuinely believe, I'll say now in this video, that I believe Donald Trump will win the next US election. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. Tell me what's really going on in the US if you're from the US and you watch my videos somehow, so thank you for that. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. I've been Jake from Just Jake. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. It helps the channel grow immensely. It has been growing immensely, and it's all thanks to you guys, so thank you very much. Remember, make love, not war. See you next time. Take care. Did you like the video? Then hit the subscribe button or watch some more videos. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and helps the channel grow. Thank you very much.